Hello, welcome to another vlog. It is Monday, the 16th of June, 2025 right now. Only for about another half an hour though. It's about 11:30 p.m, which is not ideal because I'm going to Aotearoa Wellington in the morning for the I-Lead Youth Disability Conference, which runs for 2 days. And I'll be staying in town at a hotel. I'm really excited, I am really excited, but I have to be up at 3:30 a.m, somewhere between 3 and 4. I have to get up in order to get myself ready without a carer and be picked up in a taxi at 5:30 a.m. to be on the train at 6 a.m. to get to Wellington by 8 a.m. Whew, it'll be fine. I've done this trip many times before on this train, but yeah, going to bed at close to midnight when you got to be up at 3:30 in the morning isn't ideal. What can you do? You can do your best, and you can't do anything else. Well, alright, that's everything. All ready to go, and my taxi will be here in 4 minutes. Let's do this. Hello, it's about 9 a.m. and I have made it to Wellington. Made a bit of a plan for today while I was on the train. So first off, I'm heading to the hotel. I can't check in yet because it's too early, but I'm going to leave my suitcase there and I'm going to get a coffee and do some admin and have to be at the venue for registration at around 10:38. So that's the plan for the morning. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm going to take these glasses off, even though they're helping, because it's weird to look at the screen through polarized lenses. It's just about 1:10 p.m. It's the middle of lunch. We've spent the morning discussing a little bit of our own stories and hearing from a speaker, Dr. Claire, who's the something for children. Anyway, she had some interesting things to say. It was a very good speech, very inclusive, and so naturally inclusive, which was cool. Anyway, I'm really feeling my lack of sleep. 2 hours was not enough. 5 hours like I should have had was not enough, and I only got 2 up at 3:30, so I've already done a 10-hour day, and there's still at least another 4 hours to go, assuming that when we wrap up the business today, I pass on the social hangout and go back to the hotel and plug myself in bed and stay there, which I think is what's going to happen.
Be a part of that community, you may not understand, but also a lot of joy around finding people like this entire room here that understand experiences and they can connect with you, and you feel at home when you talk to them, even if they haven't shared the exact same experience, don't have the exact same identity or the exact same disability as you. Yeah. So. we've been talking about at the employment table, even though we may not be able to work for the same amount of time, the amount of effort and work that we put in the time that we do spend at work is just as much as fully able-bodied people that are able to be there all the time.
Often people felt like they were not disabled enough to participate, and there was no alternative to that.
The one colour that I just cut it breaks my eyeballs is yellow.
Sorry, Ash. I thought you loved me.
I do, just not yellow.
Yellow is superior.
I don't know what to say.
Oh my goodness, yo. Made it! Made it to the end of the business day. There's like a social, low-key, like chill hangout night happening down the road tonight, but I ain't got nothing in me. I am running on pure adrenaline at this moment, and I know that as soon as I collapse onto this bed, I'm gonna crash so hard. I've had 2 hours sleep on 2 of the busiest days I've had in over a month. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning, and it is now past 4 in the afternoon. I'm so tired, so tired. I'm also so hungry, but I can't fathom the thought of going out and sort food out, so I may order some basic room service perhaps, or maybe an Uber Eats delivery. Oh look, yeah, I can feel myself. I can feel myself crashing already. Oh, I feel like I can feel my muscles are like going weak already. Everything, you know, the background pain, suddenly become aware how much background pain you've been determinately ignoring all day, and you stop and your body's like, hey, pay attention to this. Basically, I am going to climb on and sort out some food and go to sleep. Actually, I do need to have a shower, but that will be happening much later on. I need a rest. I need a rest. So, phone coming up here. See you soon. So, this is what I look like underneath my makeup. Do you think I'm as tired as I look? Because I am. It's literally 6 p.m. and I'm drifting off to sleep. I did manage to properly wash my face, but I have not managed to have a shower. Had some room service. I'm just finishing my drink and then I'll be off to Nun Ice because I'm so wasted. And tomorrow's another big day. I don't know. I did it. It was great. I did it. And I'm going to bed earlier than a toddler. Good night. Oh, good morning. My alarm went off at 7 o'clock. I woke up and I turned it off. I must have drifted back off to sleep because it's now 8:15 and I've only got an hour to be leaving. So this morning is going to happen in a rush, I guess. Alright, I've had a wash. I could not have a shower. There is not enough time. Maybe I'll have one tonight. Anyway, I'm dressed and sorry. I'm dressed, I've had a wash, and I've made a coffee and I'm gonna do my makeup. And with any luck, I'll be finished with all this on time to actually get a real coffee that will actually wake me up before I have to head to the conference. We'll see. Okay, makeup done, dressed and ready, got my bag. I think I've got everything, and I think I'm about to head out the door. And it is 9:10, which means I have got time to get a takeaway coffee on the way. Hi there, I'm just taking a little walk on our lunch break. I think my social battery doesn't have so much left in it, so it's some alone time for this neurospicy introvert to recharge was needed. So I'm just taking a quote-unquote walk down a little bit of the waterfront since we're here in this beautiful place and I can. When I signed up to this conference, I knew that it was a really cool opportunity. Like, I spotted that straight away. I don't think it had registered with me quite how incredible it actually would be to be in a room with these people with such a wide range of life experiences and disabilities, and to see what actually does connect us. It really is cool to be here side by side with people who have their own challenges and myself with my own challenges, but to really see where the lines intersect, what connects us, what are the things that we're all struggling with, what are the things that we can help each other with. It's almost a spiritual experience to be able to be here and doing this like this. The process of what we're doing is we basically have been broken into various topics and groups with topics. So each group kind of has their own topic. I'm in the group that has employment, and we are, I'm on a bridge now that is wooden and very bumpy. There are these along the Wellington waterfront, and they're very pretty. They create a nice aesthetic of the landscape, but it's a bumpy ride when you're trying to cross one as a wheelchair user. I don't know if that was thought about. Okay, done. We've been broken into topics, and we've got to write 4 recommendations for the government of what changes need to be made in those areas, in those topics that we have. And we first had to narrow it down 4, and after lunch we have to narrow it down to 2. And from there we have to work on a presentation, and the presentation will then be taken to Parliament this evening and presented. But yeah, being around 50, 60 other disabled people and allies is a spiritual experience. This is so much more meaningful than I thought it would be when I first took the opportunity. So it's making me very pensive. Anyway, I'm going to keep going on my little quote-unquote walk along the waterfront. Keep thinking, keep recharging, and then we'll be back to it. Hi again. You can hear the croakiness in my voice, which means Kate is tired. She's tired, so her voice is all crackly and croaky. We have just wrapped up at Papa, and we've got 2 hours before we have to be picked up, be taken to Parliament this evening to actually make our presentations to them and pass on our recommendations. So in that 2 hours, I am getting back to the hotel. My goal is to have a shower, hopefully have a little bit of a rest, definitely have something to eat and drink, and I have to refine my part of the presentation because it's currently too long and really I can eat it. So just the most important point to that. Shower, get changed and redo my makeup so I look all nice for the occasion, and have a rest and some food. So let's get that done. Alright, back at the hotel, and can I be honest, I just want to climb onto this bed and stay there for the entire hour and a half that I had left. I'm so tired, and it is still a long night ahead. Priority obviously has to be writing, refining the script that I've got for my part of the presentation. That's what this is all about, so that's the big thing. But I don't know, shower, food, change, makeup, I don't think it's all going to fit in an hour, an hour and a half now that I'm back here. And I am, so I think I will climb on the bed as I am and refine the writing of the script while I eat some food, and I'll take it from there. I don't know. I have a feeling it's the makeup that's going to be sacrificed. We'll see. Shower might not happen until tomorrow again.
Even if we take it like against this wall here. See, we're just getting...
Well, that is a wrap on day 2 and a wrap on the conference. I am so tired. Guys, I am so tired. You can hear my voice is like half dead. I can imagine what I look like underneath all this makeup, and it's not pretty. I'm so exhausted, and I'm so glad to be back in the hotel room on this bed. I don't know. We've presented to Parliament, and you know, you get up on the stage and you say your bit, and I was surprised just how nervous I suddenly got when it was my turn to speak. I felt so calm and confident, and then I actually had to speak and I started quivering. And it's kind of wild to me to be there tonight and interacting tonight, particularly with some new people that because we kind of spent the last couple of days mostly with the people at our table, but got to mingle a bit more this evening. And just realizing that a lot of the people there know of me, which I suppose makes sense, but that's kind of weird for me in a way. I'm like, oh, people actually do, you know, there are people out there who pay attention to what I put out online. And that's an interesting experience. When you're putting things online, a lot of the time it feels like you're putting things out into a void. But to be at an event like this and put faces and names and personal interaction alongside some of those usernames who see and interact with what I create, really special, really special. And yeah, I suppose a bit of a new experience for me to a degree. But anyway, I'm so exhausted, and I managed to pop my shoulder, and it's hurting more than usual, like quite a lot more than usual. I don't know if that's just because every muscle and joint in my body is aching and throbbing more than usual because it's been a big few days, or if I actually have not put it back completely right, or if I've damaged something, which does happen from time to time, of course. Sometimes you have a dislocation that just goes a bit more wrong than usual. Hopefully that's not what this is, but the lovely security guards at the Beehive who kind of freaked out and were very considerate, got me 3 ice packs. Those have still got some chill to them, so use that, and I've got some other remedies in my suitcase, some creams and heat packs and stuff, so I'll be alright. I'm gonna crash into bed, put on Netflix, and by some miracle hopefully get changed and wash my face in a minute. That's a wrap on today, and that's a wrap on the conference. I'll check in again tomorrow. Look, your camera's shaking because my good arm, my good shoulder is so tired I can't hold up the camera, so good night. Hey, so I haven't got time to check in properly. I woke up late and really struggled to get out of bed, and so I'm running a tad late for checkout. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm all packed up and about to go check out the hotel and find something to do with the day. I'm thinking shopping in Newtown. Yeah, to fill the time until I catch the train this evening. Let's go. Hi yo, I look rough, I feel rough, I'm just unbelievably exhausted. I'm home, which is great. Trip was fantastic. Today was not anything conference, it was just finding a way to fill the day, given that I couldn't catch the train home until after 5 p.m. because there's only the one commuter train that runs from Palmy to Wellington and then Wellington back to Palmy. Comes down to Wellington at 6 in the morning morning and back to Palmy at 5 in the evening on work days. So I had to check out of the hotel by 10 a.m, but then I couldn't catch the train till 5 p.m. So I actually spontaneously went for coffee with an old friend that I've known for a very long time through mental health circles. And she was at the conference this year. It was her first time as well. And we went for coffee and caught up and actually sort of committed to each other that we're going to try a project together, which if we can see it through, would be incredible. It'd be really helpful and it'd be something that we could be really proud of. And I think we'd work well as a team together on it. So that was an exciting way to spend the morning, talking through all that stuff with her. And then I took the opportunity to head over to Newtown to go to my favourite Opportunity for Animals op shop there, which has the best deals. And I spent about just over an hour there, I think. Got a big bag of stuff for $50. And then I went back to the hotel and collected my suitcase and spent an hour just looking through the photos and footage that I had and sort of checking my emails, organising some stuff, some very light admin, while I had some lunch at Willa's underground food court, which is really cool. It's a very hip space, but it actually is a really great place to be out of the weather and to be able to sort of settle down when you've got time to kill. It's a fantastic place to go. So I went there, and then I made my way to the bus and to the train station, and on the train all the way back to Palmy. My phone actually died as I was arriving at the Palmy train station, which was a bit of a oh shit moment, because I couldn't see my taxi when the train pulled in and I got off. I was scouring the car park trying to find them and couldn't, so I turned to my phone thinking, I'll call them, I'll see where this guy is, and no, phone was dead. But he pulled up just as I was plugging it into my power bank. And he was lovely, he was really lovely. He was quite fascinated by all the little tricks and tools I have on my wheelchair setup that allow me to carry all my gear independently. So that's cool. And now I'm home and I just want to go straight to bed. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. I'm so tired. I mean, I was tired before this week even began, and then it has been what it has been. So good night.